Namaste, Namaskaram. Welcome to Happy Omyoga. For the Pranayama and meditation practice, keep your eyes closed, sit straight. So this is the meditation and Pranayama practice that we do every day at evening 5:30 p.m. So anyone are absolutely welcome to join us. If you wish to join us, you can join us on the WhatsApp group for daily updates. For that, you need to write or send your WhatsApp number to the mail ID given below on the description. Alright, so keep your eyes closed, take a deep breath, and let us start with the practice with a beautiful smile on your face. And this practice is absolutely open for beginners, intermediate level practitioners, or advanced level practitioners. So whatever level you are in, it doesn't matter. You can absolutely join us with the practice and add more smiles and add up to the energy, the force, the energy force that we are trying to create by practicing together. If you miss the live session, you can definitely practice at any time of your convenience. Take a nice deep breath. Observe your spine, observe your body. See how your body feels, how your mind feels. Taking a deep breath. Take your palms to the heart center. We'll say Om for 3 times and a small prayer and then begin the session. Inhale. Pranashyedam vashe sarvam tridive yat pratishthitam mateva putran rakshasva shrishcha prajnascha videhinaiti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste once again. Sit down in any comfortable seated posture. This is Sukhasana, a normal seating posture. Or if you wish to sit in Ardha Padmasana, where you take your right leg or your left leg up first. Place it either on your calf muscle like this or up to the thighs and sit in Ardha Padmasana. If you wish, you can also sit in full Padmasana where you take your left leg over as well and stay here in the lotus posture, whichever comfortable for you. And you can either hold Chin Mudra, which is the point and the thumb finger touching each other, or the point and the beginning of the edge of your thumb finger touching each other. Okay, this is Jnana Mudra, this is Chin Mudra. So you can hold any of it, whichever you feel comfortable. You can also sit in Gomukhasana if you want. Alright, so keep your eyes closed. Let's take 3 deeper breaths. Inhale, expand your stomach, expand your chest to your full capacity. As you exhale, start squeezing and pulling your abdomen in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly we'll start with the Nadanusandhana practice where we say the sound of the vibration A, U and Alright? The vibration A, U and is the first letters or the beginning letters that we say as soon as we are born. Okay, especially a child. Okay, when as soon as it is born, it cries A, U and So if you clearly observe, this is the sound that they create. Wherever the child is from, whichever geographical location or whatever background it belongs to, doesn't matter. These are natural sounds that are created by a child. Okay, and that is what we adopt to activate. This sound is said by the child or anyone, especially when we get hurt, we say ouch, all these things, right? So when you do that, it actually clears the pain, clears the disturbances physically, emotionally, psychologically, and also it activates the Muladhara chakra and the Kundalini Shakti as well. And the sound A is very, very important to be produced, especially to activate the lungs when a child is born. Okay, and this helps us to actually get back to the naturalistic way of being calm and more natural within us. Alright, so let us do that for 5 times each, A, U and which is called the Nadanusandhana practice. Keep your eyes closed. Just observe, taking a deep breath. Next we will say U, inhale. Just observe with a beautiful smile. See the changes. See the calmness created or produced by the vibration. Just observe. See how beautiful the feeling is. Observe the silence that has been created from the vibrations. Enjoying the silence with ananda, the grace, with a smile. Next we will say A, U and Am together in one single breath. Inhale. Just observe. See how your body and the mind feels. Just keep your eyes closed and keep observing. The Nadanusandhana practice is a wonderful practice, especially if there are any doctors, nurses who are watching this or practicing along with me right now. You can adopt this practice for all your patients in the hospital, for all the people at a particular time. Either like you can actually do it 3 times a day, morning, evening, and before bed. Alright? So when you do this, it helps them cure very soon. The body relaxes, the mind relaxes, the tensions, the stress they go through, all the medicines that they go through. And this practice, the Nadanusandhana practice, is a wonderful practice to help these patients to cure themselves. It definitely brings the entire stress in their bodies, stress in the mind completely down, especially when you practice it for 5 times each, for 3 days, 3 times a day. Alright, it's a wonderful practice to do morning, early morning as soon as they get up, in the evening at around 5 o'clock or 5:30, and before they sleep as well, where they can lie down in Shavasana and do it. They don't even have to sit. They can just lie down in Shavasana and do the same practice. Alright, let's continue. The next one is called the Kapalabhati, where you have to just observe the exhalation, where you pump your stomach to exhale through the nostrils. You can watch me once. So that's what we do. So you just have to exhale. Alright, you just have to exhale by pumping your stomach through the nostrils. If you're a beginner, you just have to do 25 or 50. If you can do 100, please do 100. But if you're a beginner, stop at 50. Don't go beyond. Okay, we will do 2 sets of 25 or 50 or 100, okay, whichever you feel comfortable. This helps you clear all the viruses and bacteria that is present in the nostrils, in the lungs or the stomach, and it helps you to build your immune system. So let's say even if you have got some kind of a flu or virus, okay, when you practice Kapalabhati regularly, it gets cleared up, okay. It pushes out these viruses and cleanses your body, and it heals your body as well. Alright? And one more thing is, people who are having cardiac issues, cardiac problems, please avoid this practice. Or if you have been operated in the past 6 months, just do it as slower as possible. Okay, I would recommend please avoid it completely if you feel any disturbance. If you're not feeling any disturbance, if you think you're absolutely fine, you can do it really slow, just like one breath for a second. So you can do like this, either 10, 20, 25, how much ever you can. Alright, but do it slow. If you're otherwise normal, or if you have any kind of other issues like diabetes, varicose arthritis, whatever it is, like BP, other kinds, hypertension, sciatica, whatever, these are fine. Okay, you can practice definitely like a normal person. Alright, keep your eyes closed. Let's go for it. Just observe. Take a nice, deeper and slower breath. Observe the kind of a chilling effect on your mind, on your spine, on your stomach, and on your body. You can see that there is this kind of an absolute calmness in your mind, okay? You can feel that there is no thoughts right now in your mind. That's the kind of a feeling you actually get. It's okay, even if you're still getting a lot of thoughts, it happens. As you keep practicing, you will get to the ultimateness of being silent and calm. That's the power of practicing all these kriyas and pranayama. Alright, so we will do one more round of practice. Take a nice deep breath. I'm doing 100 right now, so if you guys want to stop at 25 or 50, make your own count and you can stop at 25 or 50. Alright, and then observe the effect, observe the silence, and stay there till I finish or we finish. Alright, so let's, with a beautiful smile, just observe observing, keep your eyes closed. Observe the changes in your body and mind. These kriyas and pranayama practice, whatever we are doing in the meditation practice, it's a daily practice. As you keep practicing daily, you will see the heightened effect of this practice. Okay, initially it's like, okay, let's say there is 100% of dirt or filth in our body and mind. As you keep cleansing, it keeps coming down to 90%, 80%, 70, 60, 50, 40. So the kind of energy that we create, it starts giving a ripple effect, just like an earthquake. It starts at one point and it spreads around. Okay, so it is like there is something kind of an epicenter. So from the epicenter where the earthquake starts, it creates a wave around it. All right, so that's how earthquake spreads. So the same way, whatever that we are doing, the kind of cleansing practice that we're doing, we become the epicenter and we become that positive vibration where we enhance, when we throw out, or where we give, or let's say where we expand that positive vibe, create a ripple, a wave effect around us to the people by supporting each other, by spreading positive energy, planting more smiles and stuff like that. All right, so that is what we are trying to do, become that epicenter of creating that positive energy to the people around us. So when we practice it together, imagine, let's say when we practice, 10 people are practicing it together, though we are in different places, when we practice it at the same time, or it's okay even after your time of convenience, it doesn't matter. Okay, but when you do that, your time of convenience, you become the sole epicenter and you create a wave. So when, let's say, 10 people from 10 different places are practicing together, you create a bigger effect. Okay, the effect, that wave that we create becomes, enhances into a big ball of energy. So that's what we try to do by practicing this every day together. So try to join everyday life, or it's okay if you still practice at whatever time you want. So let us continue, still observing the silence. Now we will practice deep breathing practice, where you inhale, expand your stomach, expand your chest, expand your chest completely, shoulders up to the top of your mind. Okay, you're to your full capacity. And when you exhale, you try to squeeze in. So we try to do this with a ratio of 10:10, where I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my right hand. When I count on my right hand, you inhale. And when I count on my left hand, you exhale. So 10 on my right, 10 on my left is what I'm going to count. So when you inhale with the right hand, as you exhale, I'll be counting on the left hand. So let us try and do that. Keep your eyes closed. If you want to change your legs, you can definitely change your legs. And sit more comfortably. Being seated comfortably is very important. Even you can practice it by sitting on a chair, or even lying down on a bed. That is absolutely fine. So let's go for it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Watch my hand. Three more breaths. Relax, keep your eyes closed. Next, we will do the breath of fire or dog breathing, okay, to activate the Kundalini Shakti. Alright? So, what we do is we open our tongue out, okay? Once again, you pump your stomach to exhale through the mouth this time, but pull your tongue completely. Pull your tongue completely out, okay? Don't keep it in between or inside. If you do that, your throat may get dry or you might start spitting saliva. So I want you to pull out your tongue completely. Put some energy right here on the throat region to push the tongue out completely and pump your stomach, okay? We are not blowing anywhere from the throat. We are doing it directly from our stomach. So when you pump your stomach, the exhalation happens automatically with a sound produced in the throat. Okay, this clears out complete anything that is stuck in the throat, any kind of allergies, any kind of flus that is stuck here, viruses, or any discrepancies on your throat region gets cleared. All right, and also your stomach. Okay, so let's go for it. Open your tongue out and keep your eyes closed. Just observe. Once again, I forgot to say that people with cardiac issues, please avoid this practice or do as slower as I told you before. Just one breath for a second. And if you feel any kind of pain in your chest or anywhere in your stomach, kindly avoid it. It may be due to some kind of disturbances that have happened for in the last 48 hours or 72 hours. And people who have got operated in the past 3 to 6 months, please avoid this Kapalabhati, Bastrika and the breath of fire, the dog breathing practice. Just do the deeper breath. You can do Nadanusandana, the long deep breath practice, what we are doing, and then Pranayama. Alright? But not the Kapalabhati or the Bastrika and dog breathing. Please avoid this if you have got operated anywhere in your chest, stomach region or throat, anywhere in your face. If it is in your leg somewhere, then it is fine, absolutely fine, below your thigh region. But from your pelvis above, anywhere if you've got operated, please avoid it. Alright? So let us continue again for one more round. We will do 50 of it, or if you want, stop at 25. Sorry, I did 100 last time, so I'm going to do 100 one more time. If you want to stop at 25 or 50, please stop and observe silence. Observe the silence. Once again, the chilling effect on the stomach, on your mind, on your entire body. It's nothing but the toxins that are there in the body is getting clear. It's more like creating the freshness. So when there is a lot of dirt and filth around your place or somewhere near a drainage as well, if you see, let's say there is a drainage or like kind of a restroom where there's a lot of filth. The moment you clean it, okay, the moment you clean it with water using Dettol, using Harpic, whatever it is, okay, when you use certain acids and kind of soaps or detergents and clean it, you kind of feel a freshness there in that space on the place. Okay, the same way, there's a lot of filth because of the food, the water, and the impure water or the impure air, the polluted air that we breathe. Okay, so we have tried to cleanse all these things. So when you cleanse that, there's a kind of freshness that is created. The toxins have gone out of the body and there's a freshness. So that's the kind of chilling effect you feel here on the mind, the brain, and your body, your chest region, your stomach, your legs, your arms, everywhere. Okay, so let us try and continue. Okay, we will do Bastrika, which is nothing but where is similar to Kapalabhati, but here you put your hands up actually like this, and so when you extend your hand, you inhale, exhale through the nostrils by pulling your hands. Okay, there's a force here when you pull your hands and exhale through the nostrils by pumping your stomach. Okay, you have to pump your stomach to exhale through the nostrils. Alright, let's try and do just 20 of it, not more. Okay, let's go. Inhale. Slowly relax, observe your breath, observe your spine. Observe the silence and the calmness. With a beautiful smile, keep your eyes closed. So right now we have worked on cleansing practices, the kriyas, and a little bit of Bastrika and Kapalabhati, which is also kind of a kriya. Alright, so once we have cleansed all this, so where I gave you an example of earthquake, let's say if there is an earthquake at 10 places, you can imagine the multitude of the effect that it creates. Okay, if there are 10 epicenters of earthquake, you can just imagine how it's going to affect. So the same way we have cleansed all the impurities in our body, and when we're practicing it together, okay, the multitude of that effect will get enhanced. Okay, the same way, now after cleansing, it is time for us to light the diya, like the deepa or the deepam or the lighting the lamp is what you can say. Okay, if I light just one lamp in a huge big room, you can see there is a small light or a flame that is created and removes the darkness to a particular extent. But in a line, like how we celebrate the Kartika Deepam or I don't know what you say, for Deepavali or Diwali, the festival, okay, we light the lamp. So when we arrange the lamp like hundreds of lamps, so what happens? The multitude of that light and the beauty of it enhances it. Looks like really, wonderful and humongous. So the same way, when everyone together, when we practice pranayama, the same thing happens. So right now we have cleansed. Right now it is time for us to light the lamp by the flow of energy, by taking the universal energy inside us and celebrating the positive vibes, expanding it and enhancing it. So that is what we try to do in the pranayama practice. So right now we will do Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, where you take your right hand, you use only right hand for the pranayama practice. So before we do Nadi Shuddhi, which is alternate nostril breathing, we will do one side, which is Chandralom Vilom and Anulom Vilom. Chandralom Vilom is on the left, Anulom Vilom is on the right. So you use your thumb to block the right nostril, the last two little fingers to block the left nostril. Alright? So what we do is we first inhale, block the right nostril and exhale through the left. Now inhale through left and continue inhaling and exhaling through the left nostril. So we inhale and exhale only on the left side of the nostril to clear out all the kinds of disturbances that is there on the left nostril. Okay, let us try and do that. Use your right hand, left hand in any mudra, chin or jnana mudra or any other mudra of your choice. So let's go for it. Inhale, block your right nostril and start exhaling and inhaling with left. We will do 10 times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale with a smile. Continue for 6 more. Slower and smoother. Exhale through the left and release your hands. The beautiful smile. Be aware of your breath. Observe the effect of Chandralom Vilom, left nostril breathing. Now we will do on the right side. It is always important to balance your prana. If you do on the left, you also should do on the right, unless you are doing it for a therapeutic purpose. For that, you need to consult a yoga therapist, which side you need to do if you have any kind of problems. But for a regular practice, you should always balance the prana. Alright, so let us try and do on the right side now. But we start with the left and then continue on the right. So you inhale first, block your right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale through left, block your left nostril and continue with the right. Now inhale and exhale only on the right side. So whenever you start, this is how you have to start. Start with the left and then cross over to right and then continue. So let's continue now. 10 breaths. Slower. Inhale and exhale slowly. Continue to inhale and exhale on right side for 5 more breaths. With a smile. For the last time, inhale on right nostril. Block your right, exhale on left. And then release your hands. So when you start, you have to start from the left nostril. When you stop, you also should stop on the by exhaling through the left nostril. So that is the procedure to start and stop your pranayama practice. So next we will do Nadi Shuddhi, which is alternate nostril breathing. Okay, before that we will observe 5 deep breaths of deeper breathing, which is as important as other kinds of breathing practice. Okay, a deep breath definitely helps you a lot more. If you want to change your legs, you can change it absolutely. You can sit in Siddhasana if you can. Siddhasana is nothing but take your leg, keep your heels towards the pelvic region. Place your other heel over the heel. Okay, heels over the heels like this. Alright, and then you interlock like this. That's what's happening in the legs here. Okay, so just push your feet inwards and then take your other feet up from there. Alright, this is a wonderful practice of seated posture, Siddhasana, especially for meditation and pranayama practice. Alright, you can adopt this. If you want, you can sit on a pillow or take the support of the wall. Or sit on a chair. That's absolutely fine with a beautiful smile. Let us observe 5 deep breaths. capacity. Try to take a full deeper breath. Slow and steady. We're trying to observe more and more silence and calmness in our body and mind. And we'll start continuing with the alternative nostril breathing. And one more thing is, whatever the energy that we are creating right here is more like a magnetic field, alright, or a magnetic force. So when we show or throw out or when we enhance our energy, a positive vibes or positive ball of energy, whatever we attract will be positive things. Whatever that comes to us in our life will be all be turning positive for our betterment, for our happiness, for all the kinds of things that we want to do in life. But if we are throwing out negative energy, if there is a lot of filth, dust, toxins in our body, physically, mentally, then we start expanding only with negative energy. So the things, the people, everything, whatever that comes, the situations will mostly turn negative or opposite to us. So that is why we have to cleanse every day, just like cleaning the house, just like cleaning the surroundings, planting the waters, watering the plants, something like that. So when you show, when you cleanse, when you throw in a deeper, good lamp or light of energy, so we create a lot of positive vibes around us, and the things that come to us will be positive. So with that, we will start with alternative nostril breathing. So once again with Nasika Mudra, inhale, block your right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale from left, exhale through right. Inhale from right, exhale through left. So continue, inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale left. Keep continuing without making any sound of breath. Okay, there's no sound of breath. Try to make it as slower as possible, as smoother for the next 10 breaths. Keep continuing. Exhale on the left side of the nostril and relax and release and observe. Observe the beautiful effect on your mind and the body and the smile on your face. Observe the silence. Some of us even may feel that it is very difficult to sit for a long time and practice all this. Okay, that's because our mind is not used to sit down or calm down. It is always in a rush. It is always in a fast-paced life, watching TV, watching kinds of movies that are fast-paced, or running for work, running for college, running for offices, whatever it is. We are always in a hurry, always in a run. Okay, we have forgotten how to enjoy each and every moment, inch by inch, okay, or centimeter by centimeter, or millimeter by millimeter. Okay, so here we are trying to practice calmness, where we enjoy each and every single process of even walking, just sitting, lying down, the breeze, everything that is in the nature, everything that is around us, within us, in fact, and we're trying to enjoy that to the fullest. Okay, that is what we are trying to do. So it takes certain amount of time or a period of time for the mind to actually calm down, to settle down, to enjoy that silence. So you need to keep consistently practicing to enjoy that, to get into that state where you observe everything in a bigger picture. Okay, right now we are always in a hurry, looking like a horse. Okay, we are not seeing anything in a wider sense. We are always into a narrow sense. We are expecting, we are always expecting, we want everything like this in a flash. Alright, so that is why there is hypertension, there is high BP, diabetes, anxiety, and more other kinds of ailments, diseases that is there in the world. Okay, so we are trying to keep ourselves away from all this and enjoy this one life. It's a 1 second life, just 1 second. As I told, earthquake. Right now, if there is an earthquake, we are gone within seconds. So that's how the life is. It's a 1 second life. Anything can happen the next moment. Okay, who knows if we will survive the next moment. So all that we're trying to do here is be calm and enjoy this. Alright, so let us observe a little more silence by getting into a meditative mode. Okay, just keep your eyes closed, observe. Well, check me the time, please. Okay, so we will observe in a meditative mode. Sit comfortably. Take a nice deep breath. Sit and observe the silence of your mind, the silence of your breath, and slowly start counting your breath from 1 to 10, and in the reverse manner from 10 to 1. So one inhalation and exhalation is one count. So the same way, you have to count up to 10 counts, that is 10 breaths, and in the reverse from 10, 9 to 1. Okay, so try to count that way. If you miss the count, restart again. Okay, don't continue. Restart again. If you miss like 1, 2, then 4, 5, okay, so you miss 7, so don't go that way. If you miss, restart again from 1. Okay, so try to finish at least one proper cycle. Alright, and then you will see how much your mind is either calm or it is in a rush. Alright, so let's observe that. Trying to observe the silence and the breath with awareness. Start counting. Any thoughts are disturbing you, say it's alright and just let go of the thought and observe your breath and keep counting. Keep counting, just keep observing the silence, observing the breath. Just let go of the thoughts if there are any disturbing you. Try not to force too much, it's okay. If you're getting disturbed, just say it's alright and let go of it with a beautiful smile. You don't have to fight it, you just have to say it's alright. Comfort your mind, comfort your body. Just keep the comfortness with a smile, grace, the ananda. Slowly, we will also do a bit of cooling pranayama, which is Sadanta or Shitkari or Shitkari pranayama, where you roll your tongue like this. You roll your tongue and inhale through the tongue, but you exhale through the nostrils. Okay, it's a cooling pranayama to cool down the temperature of the body. So right now what we did was a kind of a heated practice. So we should also cool down it. So we will try to do that where either you can do this method and exhale through the nostrils, or you can just slightly bite your teeth or clench your teeth, not too tight, just very small. Inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nostrils, or you can just roll your tongue in at the back, not at the top, at the lower bottom, downwards. Roll the tongue downwards and then you inhale through the sides of the tongue. So you can adopt any of the practice. If you have a sensitive tooth right now, don't do this. If you have a sensitive tooth, you can do this or this. Okay, Sadanta or Shitkari. Don't do Shitkari, which is alright. So adopt any one and we will do 10 breaths of it. Let's start. Once you finish 10, just observe silence, keep your eyes closed, take a nice deep breath. Sit straight, spine straight, and don't do anything, don't force anything, just keep your breath natural with the spine straight, with your neck straight, and enjoy the calmness and the silence. If you continue to wish to enjoy the silence and the calmness, continue to sit there for however long you want. There's nothing more important than creating a huge amount of ball of energy for yourself. So just sit down and observe silence and stay there for a longer time if you can. Alright, otherwise let us finish the session with a closing prayer. Take your palms to the heart center. And make sure you join the practice every single day to become the more epicenter and create a huge ball of energy by joining everyone together. Otherwise, it's okay to practice at any time of your convenience. Please join the WhatsApp group, follow the description, send me your WhatsApp number through mail and I will add you to the group. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms. Place it over your eyes. Spread them to your face, ears, head, neck, shoulders, chest, abdomen, back, lower back, thighs, knees and calves. Spread your arms back to your eyes. Slowly blink open. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a lovely and a wonderful sleep and a night. See you guys in the morning for 6:45 a.m. yoga class. It will be a wonderful effect, especially when you culture your spine and the body with the yoga asanas class and then also do the pranayama class in the evening or anytime when you feel. Alright, keep cheeking up your smile and see you guys. Keep practicing and keep up the consistency.